Hello and welcome to Mikey's Film Corner. I'm your host, Mikey, and I'm recording this video along with multiple other videos I will be recording between the end of this year, 2025, and the beginning of next year, 2026. So be prepared for this look. Today we will be ending off 2025 with a movie review that I wanted to do for a while. I kind of forgot to do it way earlier, so we're going to do it now. Eddington. Now, spoilers ahead, because this one's a bit of a doozy. So, this movie is set during quarantine. Yeah, remember quarantine? 5 years ago now. I made you feel old, didn't I? Basically, during quarantine, around, I want to say May of 2020 is when this movie takes place, the sheriff and this mayor are going at each other based on their own views on how this small town of Eddington, New Mexico should be run. And obviously, it's a very political movie, so I'm not going to go too in-depth on the political side of this movie. It's a doozy. But what I can tell you is it kind of portrayed quarantine in a different way that I never saw in a movie before, so that's at least something different. I do like some of the camera work they were working with. I like some of these moving shots. I was really a fan of those. I actually didn't mind the direction. However, while I actually didn't mind a lot of things, one name kept popping up. And I kept thinking to myself, why the hell does he do movies? That name is Ari Aster. Now, for anyone who has never seen my disdain or in my pure hatred for Ari Aster, I'm going to go in depth just a little briefly, just so you have an idea of how I felt watching this movie. Ari Aster made arguably one of the most entertaining horror movies of the modern 21st century in Midsommar. Single-handedly one of the best horror movies I've ever watched. However, he decided a couple years ago in 2023 to make a movie called Beau Is Afraid. And it is by far, bar none, one of the worst movies I have ever seen in my entire life. It is not only garbage, purely doo-doo. It's also one of the most confusing movies I have ever sat through, and the ending is just so bad, I cannot even talk about it without YouTube copyright striking me. Or some weird stuff like that. It's beyond unbearable. And I know some people like artsy stuff like that, but I'm sorry, that movie is just bad. Whoever likes that, you gotta be smoking some drugs, I swear. So, how I felt about Ari Aster, and with that movie being arguably one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my entire life, and one day I'll do a top 10 least favorite movies of all time list, this movie was a little different. The acting wasn't as bad as the acting from previously said movie. I actually didn't mind the performances of Pedro Pascal and Joaquin Phoenix. Kind of mediocre, but I wasn't expecting too much because you're working in a setting where everyone's kind of apart and stuff. I didn't mind Emma Stone's acting, and I'm just going to be honest with you. Not the craziest Emma Stone fan. Her acting in this was alright. The one show stealer for me. He didn't get a lot of screen time, and I'm really bummed about it. Austin Butler. As a cult leader, cinema. Yeah, this movie is a trip. It's both weirdly well-written and weirdly terribly written, if that makes any sense. It's got some weird tone changes I'm not crazy about, and I also didn't mind at the same time. Very mixed bag. The direction was not bad. I actually like the sets they were working with. I think they might have been real buildings. I'm not sure. They definitely look like they filmed in New Mexico. It looks like it was filmed during quarantine. So it definitely gives that appeal of how quarantine was in the state of New Mexico, or at least a small town in New Mexico. It's just, to go in depth in this movie is to go in depth of how Ari Aster makes movies, and I don't want to do that because I'm not the biggest fan of him. So, yeah. I'm just going to go ahead and give this a 5 out of 10. And the reason why I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10 is it's not a bad movie. It's just kind of an okay movie. It's more of a toss-up of a movie. So, you just want something to pass the time. I guess you could get something out of this. I don't know. I'm not crazy about it, but I don't hate it, so that's something at least. For once, Ari Aster has a movie I can actually sit through. Once. Only once, though. If you guys enjoyed the video, please make sure to smash the like button and smash that subscribe button. And I will see y'all in the new year. Happy New Year's, everybody.